Have you ever felt an overwhelming emptiness, as if something vital was missing from your life? You've achieved milestones, surrounded yourself with people, and maybe even pursued your dreams. Yet, deep inside, there's a void that refuses to go away. It's a feeling that keeps you awake at night, gnawing at your soul, leaving you asking, "What's wrong with me?" Let me tell you something. It's not just you. Millions feel the same, especially in today's world where distractions are plentiful, but true fulfillment is scarce. But here's the surprising part. What you're experiencing might be a silent reminder from your soul, calling you back to what truly matters. Now, before you think this is just another self-help lecture, stay with me. By the end of this story, you'll understand why this emptiness exists, where it's coming from, and most importantly, how to fix it once and for all. This isn't about adding another routine or filling your life with more stuff. It's about reconnecting with something far greater, a truth that's been hidden in plain sight all along. Let's start by unraveling this mystery. In our fast-paced world, we've been sold a lie that happiness comes from having more money, more friends, more success. Society pushes us to chase after fleeting pleasures, whether it's the latest gadget, a dream vacation, or the validation of others on social media. And when we achieve these things, there's a momentary thrill, a brief high, but it fades as quickly as it came. Youssef, a 25-year-old professional living in Toronto, experienced this firsthand. From the outside, his life seemed perfect. He had a stable job, a supportive family, and a social circle that many would envy. Yet, every night when he was alone, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was deeply wrong. He tried to drown it out by scrolling endlessly on his phone, binge-watching shows, or keeping himself busy, but the emptiness only grew louder. Why? Because the things he was chasing were like mirages in a desert, shiny, appealing, but ultimately hollow. What most people don't realize is that this emptiness isn't a sign that something external is missing. It's your soul crying out for nourishment. Think of it like this. Just as your body needs food and water to survive, your soul needs connection and purpose to thrive. But here's the catch. No worldly thing can satisfy the needs of the soul because the soul wasn't created for this world. In Islam, we learn that the heart finds true rest only in the remembrance of Allah. Quran reminds us, indeed, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Yet many of us neglect this. We fill our time with endless distractions, convincing ourselves that we'll find happiness in the next job promotion, the next relationship, or the next big achievement. But when those things fail to deliver, we're left feeling more lost than ever. One of the biggest reasons for this emptiness is disconnection. Disconnection from Allah, from our purpose, and even from ourselves. Youssef realized this after months of struggling with his feelings. He had stopped praying consistently, neglected time for reflection, and rarely opened the Quran. Instead, his days were filled with deadlines, social media, and shallow conversations. It wasn't that Youssef didn't believe in Allah. He did, but he had unknowingly distanced himself, thinking that he could handle life on his own terms. This disconnection created a void that no amount of worldly success could fill. Have you ever felt like this? Like you're running on a treadmill, expending all your energy but getting nowhere? That's what happens when the soul is starved of its true nourishment. When faced with emptiness, people often turn to quick fixes, entertainment, shopping, or even unhealthy relationships to mask the pain. Youssef tried the same. He spent hours scrolling through motivational videos and self-help books, hoping to find a magic solution. But every time he tried something new, it only worked temporarily. Here's the hard truth. You can't fix a spiritual problem with a material solution. Imagine trying to fill a bottomless pit with sand. You'll keep pouring, but it will never be enough. The soul requires something far deeper. One night, Youssef hit rock bottom. He felt so overwhelmed by his emptiness that he couldn't hold back his tears. In that moment of vulnerability, he did something he hadn't done in a long time. He raised his hands and made dua. He didn't even know what to say, but his heart poured out everything it had been holding on to. As he sat there, he felt something he hadn't felt in years, a sense of relief. It wasn't that his problems magically disappeared, but for the first time, he acknowledged his need for Allah. That single act of turning to his Creator marked the beginning of his journey toward healing. If you're feeling empty, let Youssef's story remind you that there's a way out. Begin by reconnecting with Allah through small, consistent steps like praying regularly or reading a few verses of the Quran daily, knowing that Allah loves even the smallest efforts. Practice gratitude by reflecting on your blessings each day, shifting your focus from what's missing to what you've already been given. Simplify your life by reducing distractions and prioritizing what truly matters. Ask yourself, is this bringing me closer to Allah or pulling me away? Surround yourself with good company, as the people you spend time with profoundly impact your heart. Choose friends who inspire you to grow spiritually. Lastly, reflect on your purpose by reminding yourself why you're here, to worship Allah and prepare for the hereafter. With this perspective, every action you take gains deeper meaning. The beauty of Islam is that it provides a roadmap for living a fulfilling life. It doesn't promise that you'll never face challenges, but it reassures you that true peace comes from aligning your heart with your Creator. Yusuf's life didn't change overnight, but as he prioritized his relationship with Allah, he noticed a transformation. His prayers became a source of comfort, his days felt more meaningful, and the emptiness that once consumed him began to fade. You, too, can experience this transformation. It starts with a simple choice, to stop searching for fulfillment in the wrong places and turn back to the one who created you. Ask yourself this: what am I truly living for? Is it the fleeting pleasures of this world or the eternal peace of the hereafter? The answer to your emptiness lies not in adding more to your life but in reconnecting with the source of all contentment, Allah. You are not broken. You are not alone. You are simply being called back to your purpose. And when you answer that call, you'll discover that the peace you've been searching for was within your reach all along. Would you like to start this journey today? Take the first step, even if it's as simple as making a heartfelt dua. The path to fulfillment begins with turning to the one who knows your heart better than you do.